Hi guys, welcome back to another video by myself, Bateson87, where we are going to be kickstarting the team of the season hype, predictions, I don't know, the build up to team of the season, where we start throwing out the players who we predict are going to be in the team of the season. Now usually, if it's the same as the previous couple of years, they are divided up into 5 or 6 or even 7 different team of the seasons. They are the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, Liga 1, rest of the world, maybe some other ones as well, which you guys can let me know in the comment section below. But today we're going to be taking a look at the Premier League team of the season predictions. I must point out, guys, where we're going to take a look have a look at some of the performing players throughout the season. Even though it's coming to an end now, currently I think there's like 7 or 8 games left of the Premier League, and I will pull it up just so we can see the Premier League table, because I'm recording this on there's like 8 games left. So it's coming for the running. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, leave a like rating, and feel free to hit the bell button so you never miss an upload. If I am missing any players from this team of the season prediction, feel free to let me know. We have put a lot of leeway in here because we have added 25 players. They've been done by an awesome graphics designer as well, whose Twitter I will leave down below. Actually, I won't leave his Twitter, I'll leave his Instagram, because his Instagram is where he posts all the good stuff, and you guys can go and check out Matt, who has done the pictures, dynamic images for the team of seasons. I've chose the ratings, but don't look too far into the ratings, just because we don't know what you're going to do with them. They're going to give us loads of 98, 97 rated cards, or they're going to try and play it around a little bit safe, so we'll have to wait and see. So like I said, guys, leave a like rating, leave comments as well of players I have missed. Hopefully I haven't missed many, and feel free to let me know if you think any of the ones I put in don't deserve a team of the season. So starting off with the defenders and goalkeeper, I've gone for 2 goalkeepers, one of them being Alisson of Liverpool, who I think has been absolutely amazing. Now, I'm a Liverpool fan, there's no way to move away from it, but Liverpool currently sat 2nd in the Premier League, 1 point behind Manchester City, and Alisson's been an alright goalkeeper in certain situations. There's a few times where he's like started fanning around with the ball, I'm like, just clear it, mate, just clear it, and he's been caught out. But he's still been a good goalkeeper. He's got numerous amounts of clean sheets throughout the season so far, hence why you're seeing 2 other Liverpool players on the list as well. Next to him is a goalkeeper who I believe, and I know a lot of people are like, well, Ter Stegen's better than him, Oblak's better than him, but I still think David De Gea is the best goalkeeper in the world, even though Manchester United haven't performed as well as you would have expected this season. Now, they have come back. They're still in the top 4 title race and could potentially do all right. The only problem with De Gea is that he doesn't have a Van Dijk, a Robertson, a Trent Alexander-Arnold in front of him. He's got a mix and match defence. Maybe Lindelof, I think, is probably the standout United defender. But David De Gea does complete the 2 goalkeepers, which I've put in for team of the season. Alisson at 94, De Gea at 96, which is 1 below, I think, his team of the year. But that doesn't matter really, because ratings are all over the shop. We don't know which way we're going to go, because the next one is Virgil Van Dijk, captain. I think he's going to be Liverpool's next captain. Don't know if you guys agree with that. I've given him a 96 rating. I think he's going to be higher than his team of the season, just because of how many cards and special versions he's had throughout the year. Absolutely fantastic centre-back. I know a lot of people were laughing at the fact that Liverpool did pay that much for a centre-back, but it turns out he's been one of the better ones in the world of football recently, and I absolutely love Virgil van Dijk. I think he's absolutely fantastic and a massive addition to Liverpool's backline in the past couple of years. It's been building slowly, and I think he was the last bit missing. There's still one more bit missing, but we'll have to see what Liverpool do in the future. The next one is a Manchester City player, which is Laporta. Whether he's going to be left back or centre back, now it depends what EA want to do, whether they want to make him a left back because of his recent performances for Manchester City, or keep him at centre back. Laporta, I think, is due a team of the season. 92 rated, could be higher, but still would be absolutely fantastic. I must say that the dynamic images that Matty has had added into these players look absolutely fantastic, and if we even only get like 2 or 3 of these off here, it looks absolutely brilliant. The card design, I think, is spot on as well. And the final person on this slide, guys, is Andy Robertson of Liverpool. Got a crazy amount of assists for us, 3 in 1 game. But was it him who got 3 in 1 game? Was it Trent who got 2? I can't remember. It was a game against Watford. But Robertson's one of the best attacking fullbacks in the Premier League, if not the best left back in the Premier League. And I do think he heavily does deserve a Premier League team of the season after his season so far with Liverpool. So we've got a few Liverpool players on there, a Manchester United and a Manchester City. Let me know if you agree or disagree with these, and also let me know what ratings you think they're going to get as well, because that's always part of the predictions where we guess what ratings they're going to be. But anyway, if you're going to pack any of them and you're rocking Premier League teams, you're going to be happy getting any of these in your starting 11. Sticking with defenders and even some midfielders, we have got Yeh of Everton. Probably the only, no, there's 2 Everton players actually I put in for predictions this video. Yeh being the first one, obviously signed from Barcelona. He's come in, done the business, and done alright for them. We've also got Wan-Bissaka. You guys will have seen, I think actually all of these got January upgrades, which does obviously give you a bit of a pointer towards team of the season. And Wan-Bissaka has been absolutely fantastic for Crystal Palace. He will be one of the lowest rated team of the season votes, or team of the season players if he was to come in. So maybe we would see him put into a weekly objective or an SBC or something. But Wan-Bissaka does complete the defenders, which I have gone with along with the ones on the previous. But there is some fringe players at the back end of this video. The next one is Paul Pogba. First half of the season with Mourinho, we know he's a little bit hot and cold, wasn't really getting in, was doing alright, and he's not doing what people expected of him. Since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer jumped in and started controlling the wheel, yes, that's a little bit of a reference to what the Manchester United fans are saying at the moment. Paul Pogba, I do believe, does earn himself a team of the season, and I think he would be a moneymaker for EA as well if he was in there. Obviously, a lot of people run with French teams, a lot of people run with Premier League teams, and Pogba would be the fantastic one, and high rated as well with the 5-star skills, and I think I don't know what weak foot he's got as well, but he would be an insane card. He's already got a headliner which is 91, so we could maybe see his Pogba team of the season going to a 96 or something, I don't know, but still a really good player which we would hope to get in team of the season. Then we've got 2 Manchester City players, David Silva, the Spanish cam. He's got a little bit longer hair now as well, if you guys watched him play recently. And Fernandinho. Fernandinho will be absolutely mental on the game. He already is anyway. He's 88 rated, or I think it's 89 rated in form. It is brilliant, and he's had a fantastic season with City. One of the players which has helped them a lot of the times, shutting down games and just breaking up opponents' attacks. And I know the game he had against Liverpool in the Premier League, the one where Liverpool actually lost, he was very good. And David Silva, I don't know if David Silva played, but there was another player for City that game who just blew my mind. Like, they were absolutely nuts, and obviously City deserved that win. So there's another 5 players, guys. That takes us to 10. Let's move on to the final 15. And the player which I was talking about, guys, was Bernardo Silva, the right winger for Manchester City. He is a workhorse. He never stops running. Absolutely fantastic player, and I think definitely deserves a team of the season. We've also got Torreira. I think this might be the only Arsenal player I've put in for nomination in the predictions. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree with that, but Torreira comes on him and will be a nice card for you guys who do love Torreira, because he's got a fantastic footman's card. Could be potentially a lot higher than that as well, but still will be solid. Then we got Felipe Anderson, who already is at an 88 rated one to watch version. He's come to West Ham and hit the ground firing, and if that colour combination of the team of the season kit and the away West Ham kit worked, that would be one of the nicest looking cards in the game. 93 rated we've given him. Like I said, guys, don't look too far into the ratings. I've just marked on like +5, +6 on the like latest rating of the cards. We've then got Mohamed Salah, who a lot of people still think is a one-season wonder, even though I think he still keeps proving people wrong. At the moment, he can't shoot. That's something I've noticed. He's got no confidence in front of goal. I think once he starts scoring again, we'll have to wait and see how he does. But Salah's still a fantastic player for Liverpool, and obviously helped them to the position they are in the league. And another person who's been a critical part to helping people be in the position they are in the league is Raheem Sterling of Manchester City. Absolutely fantastic player this season. Even in the Champions League, he's been nuts as well. He's got a lot of special versions already, including a live Champions League version. So this one, I don't know what rating it would be, but I think it would be very high rated. It's definitely going to be 99 pace. But Raheem Sterling, Salah, Anderson, Torreira and Bernardo Silva do complete this slide. Now we move to the attackers. The attackers, there's loads of them in the Premier League. We have got Sadio Mane of Liverpool, who in recent form has been absolutely fantastic, even scoring a cheeky back heel against Watford. Harry Kane, who was out injured for a while with Tottenham, but I still think deserves a spot in the team of the season. Sergio Agero, I think is going to get the golden boot this season. I don't think there's people close to him, but I do think Sergio Agero is going to win the Golden Boot. And my head does think that Manchester City are going to win the league as well. Even though I'm a Liverpool fan, my heart does say that Liverpool are going to win it. But head does say Manchester City, and I think we're going to get a lot of decent team of the season City players to go along with it. We then have Aubameyang, 95 rated for Arsenal, another Arsenal player, as well as I did lie actually. Yeah, I said Torreira was the only one, but Aubameyang's another one I've nominated. And then the final one on this page, guys, is Marcus Rashford, who like Pogba, has come into fruition since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did take charge, and he's been having fun scoring some bangers and scoring some very important goals, not only in the Premier League but also in the Champions League as well, with the latest victory over PSG, as people will remember most recently in their minds. So the attackers look alright. Mane, Kane, Aguero and Aubameyang and Rashford complete it. But we do have some fringe players on the next slide. And these are the players which I've put in, guys, to complete the 25. I've got Richarlison of Everton, and a Brazilian striker, which will be absolutely insane for people to get their hands on. Jimenez, a Mexican striker, obviously Castro would love him. Kieran Trippier of Tottenham. Trent Alexander-Arnold, who also has been hit with injuries with Liverpool and spent a lot of time on the sidelines, but he's still produced every time he has played. And then, I think the only Chelsea inclusion we've had is Kante. And I was tempted to put Hazard in there, but then I looked at how many attackers I had on the thing anyway, and I was like, yeah, I think Kante's going to get it. And I don't think he'll be as high as his team of the season, but Kante does deserve a team of the season, a highest team of the year, sorry, which I believe is a 96. So on the fringe page, we've got Richarlison, Jimenez, Trippier, Trent Alexander-Arnold, which is higher than his future stars, so whether he gets one or not, it doesn't really matter, and Kante at 95. So that is the full 25 Premier League players I put for my predictions in the Premier League. If you guys believe I am missing any, I don't mean to offend anyone by any way, shape or form, but let me know who you think should be in here over certain other players, which will come when Team of the Season does start, if it runs the same way as it's done in the previous years. So with that, guys, feel free to leave a like rating. A massive thank you again for Matt to doing the graphics. I think they look absolutely fabulous, and we'll be back soon, guys, with another Team of the Season prediction video up on the channel. So guys, subscribe, leave a like rating, and feel free to hit the bell button as well so you never miss an upload. Until next time, guys, see you later. Have a nice rest of your day.